has affected my industry. And in a multicultural nation, we are in favour of people coming and living with us. It's a question of fairness, and I hope you take on Abbott and his question of unfairness.
Oh, thank you very much. Thing we can, that is a good word to use. We are a wonderful multicultural country. We've been, I know that from my own personal experience, but clearly there is a jobs and employment issue about the use of temporary overseas workers when there are qualified Australians who are looking for that work, and we want to make sure that we're always running the system so that Australians who are there with the qualifications get the opportunities, and that we never use the fact that we can get people on temporary visas from overseas as an excuse for not properly investing in our skills and training system and making sure that we've got people there for the future. So thank you very much for that question. We'll come over here. Yes, the lady in the green jacket. Thank you.
Yes, good evening. I'm Joan D'Abreu, and it's really good to know that your government is going to be helping make sure that no one is going to be left out. My question is, for those people, for those young people who are at the risk of going into nursing homes and residential aged care, what provision is being provided for them to ensure that that doesn't happen?
We just had a great conversation about this, both Jenny and I, because this relates to the design of disability care of the National Disability Insurance Scheme, what I'll do is I'll turn to Jenny to describe how we want the system to work for the future, because we do know, and we had the opportunity to have a very personal conversation about this, we do know that there are too many options they've got and that is not meeting their needs. So thank you for your question, and I'll turn to Jenny.
Thanks, Pam. What will happen in the future, unlike you to say what it is that they want, what is it that you as a person with a disability want to have as your place where you'll live? What's the sort of support that you need? All of these issues will be worked through with Disability Care Australia. So rather than being told, as so many young people are, that the only opportunity they have for care is in a nursing home, in so many cases totally inappropriate, we want to make sure that there are a whole range of choices available to people that suit their individual needs. And that's really one of the great hopes of the National Disability Insurance Scheme.
Thank you very much. We'll take a question. We'll take the gentleman at the back with the striped shirt on. You, sir. Yes. Just the gentleman next to you, actually. It's confusion between vertical and horizontal stripes. Sorry. Yeah, no, you, sir, you standing. Thank you.
Okay, my name's Alison.
Oh, sorry, Alison.
Yeah, I have a 11-year-old child and he has autism.
Oh, autism, yes.
Yeah, he attends a state school and he gets no support, no funding. And the thing is, he doesn't know his alphabet, he doesn't know his tables. He only reads at a grade 2 level and he's a grade 6 student. Is there anybody up there who can help?
Thank you. Thanks for your question. What I'm going to do is ask Jacinta Collins. You would be aware that we're in the midst of a big debate about improving the resourcing of our schools, making sure that our schools properly resource the teachers, the classrooms, the kids for generations to come. It's a big debate and we're very determined to win it. And within that big debate, Jacinta has been personally leading the government's work on what we can do better for students with disabilities, including autism and other conditions which relate to and affect a child's learning, just as they've affected your child's learning. So I'll turn to Jacinta on that. So we'll make sure someone gets your specific details, so someone will come to you. I'll take the gentleman here in the centre. Yes, you, sir.
Thank you, Prime Minister. My name is Doug Pollard. I'm a 63-year-old gay man, and I'm very interested in what you're doing with aged care reform. I have, however, been rather disturbed to discover that the religious exemptions that allow religious-run institutions to discriminate against people like me are not going to be removed in your Sex Discrimination Act. Will you, as Prime Minister, give a guarantee that you'll get this sorted before the next election and get those religious exemptions out of the way? I have asked your Attorney General about this, but he couldn't give me an answer.
Well, I actually think he's got a great deal of expertise on this, so I will turn to the Attorney General. We're very aware of the issue that you raised, so Mark.
Thanks very much, Prime Minister. As the questioner would certainly know, we introduced a bill to the Parliament in the very last sitting week, which is going to add a ground of discrimination to our package of anti-discrimination laws, a ground of discrimination based on sexual orientation, gender identity and sex status. It was part of that additional ground a much larger consolidation bill, which was a project that was consulted on through November, December and into February this year and reported on by a Senate committee. The consolidation project put together the 5 acts of Parliament that together make up the body of anti-discrimination law in Australia. They've been legislated over 4 decades. And one part, this is what your question was about, was to cut back the exemption that presently exists for religious institutions. And it cut it back in the area of aged care services. It's something that I've taken only forward at the moment out of that package, the additional ground of discrimination for which there is absolutely clear support across all parties for that to go forward. And I've asked the Department to look again at the much larger consolidation project of which this removal of the exemption for religious institutions like aged care services was part. We are still considering what further may be able to be done, but you could take heart from the fact that there was in that consultation process and in that exemption insofar as there's an exemption for aged care services. So it's still under consideration. I'll have to talk to you later.
And just Kenya wants to say something very quickly.
Just going to very quickly add that my colleague Mark Butler, who's the Minister for Ageing, had some funding specifically set aside that he has used for training for aged care workers to make sure that when they have gay or lesbian residents in their aged care facilities that they're very properly discriminated.
Thanks. We are running short of time, so we're going to try and quickly take the last few questions. So we'll need people to be quick. I will take someone standing against the wall. Can you come to accommodation as to who it should be?
Prime Minister, Michael Phillips, Principal of Ringwood Secondary College, and I'm interested in getting your views around some of the Gonski reform issues. I'm sure once we get through the argy-bargy of the state negotiations that in my school alone, without any of the add-ons, it's over $2 million in extra recurrent funding every year. And what I was wondering is that how can we ensure that the funding actually reaches